Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology.
A very good day, everyone. This is Preetha Wilma Dawson, Assistant Professor, College of Physiotherapy, Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, deemed to be a university. In today's video, we'll start with gustation. The sensation of taste is called as gustatory sensation. So, the sense organ for taste is called as taste bud. These taste buds are ovoid bodies. The diameter of taste bud is about 50 mu to 70 mu. In adults, there are about 10,000 taste buds, but when compared to children, the adult range is lesser. As the process of aging goes, there is a degeneration of the taste buds. Along with that, the sensitivity of the taste also decreases. Most of the taste buds are present on the papillae of the tongue, and some of the taste buds are also present on the mucosal layer of the epiglottis, palate, pharynx, and the proximal part of the esophagus. Now we'll start with the types of papillae in the tongue. There are 4 types of papillae. The first one is called as Filiform papillae, Fungiform papillae, Circumvallate papillae, and the last one is called as Foliate papillae. Here you have the picture representation. In the tongue, we have a structure called papillae. In that papillae, we have n number of taste buds. We have a separate image of papillae. Papillae are nothing but a ridge-like structure which is present on the tongue, which contains n number of taste buds in it. So here, this picture represents the types of papillae in the tongue. So we have circumvallate papillae, foliate papillae, filiform papillae, and fungiform papillae. So first we'll start with filiform papillae. This filiform papillae is a small and conical shaped structure which is situated on the dorsum of the tongue. These papillae are very less in number. Next comes the fungiform papillae. It is a round shaped structure which is situated on the anterior part of the tongue, that is near the tip of the tongue. There are numerous fungiform papillae which are present in the tongue. Each papillae contains taste buds in moderation range. Next comes the circumvallate papillae. Circumvallate papillae is also known as vallate papillae. These are the large structure which are present on the posterior part of the tongue, whereas fungiform papillae is present on the anterior part. These circumvallate papillae are many in number. These papillae are arranged in the form of V-shaped structure which is called as sulcus terminalis. Each papillae contains of about 100 or more of taste buds in it. Here we have the sulcus terminalis, which is the inverted V-like structure which is present in the posterior part of the tongue. So in the inverted V-like structure, we have this vallate papillae which is present on it. Next comes the foliate papillae. These foliate papillae are vertical structure which are present on the lateral aspects of the tongue. This foliate papillae helps to recognize the taste of milk or milk products. So now we'll start to discuss about the structure of taste buds. So the taste bud is nothing but the bundle of taste receptor cells with the supporting cells which is embedded in the epithelial covering of the papillae. So each taste bud contains of about 40 cells which are modified epithelial cells. Now let's discuss about the types of cells in taste buds. There are 4 types of cells in the taste bud. Type 1 cells are also called as sustentacular cells, type 2 cells, type 3 cells, and type 4 cells. Type 4 cells are also known as basal cells. So the type 1 and type 4 cells are the supporting cells. That is, the sustentacular cells and the basal cells are the supporting cells. The type 3 cells are the taste receptor cells. The function of the type 3 cell is still unknown. The type 1, type 2 and type 3 have microvilli. Microvilli is nothing but a hair-like projection which project into the opening of the epithelial covering of the tongue. This opening is called as taste pore. The cells of the taste bud undergoes constant growth, apoptosis and regeneration. What is apoptosis? Apoptosis is the cell death. So what happens? There is a constant growth, degeneration and cell death which occurs in the cyclic manner. Here we have the picture representation of the types of cell in the taste bud. So we have type 1, type 2, type 3. So type 1 and type 4 are the supporting cells. Type 1, type 2, type 3 cells have microvilli which will be opening into the epithelial. So this opening is called as taste pore. Yes, now we look for the quick recap of today's session. We discussed about what is gustation. The sensation of taste is called as gustation. So we have taste buds. These taste buds are ovoid shape. The taste buds are mostly present on the papillae of the tongue, and some taste buds are also present on the mucosal layer of epiglottis, palate, pharynx and the proximal part of the esophagus. Next, we discussed about the types of papillae. We have 4 types of papillae: filiform, fungiform, circumvallate and foliate papillae. We discussed about the structure of taste buds. Then we discussed what are the types of cells in the taste buds. We have 4 types of cells: type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. Whereas type 1 is known as sustentacular and the type 4 is known as basal cells. So these 2 cells are the supporting cells. This type 3 cell function remains unknown. And the type 1, type 2, type 3 has a microvilli hair-like projection which opens into the epithelium of the tongue, and this opening is called as taste pore. And yes, we have come to the end of today's session. Thank you.